Hey guys, in this video, we're gonna talk about pros and cons of Maine. As you know, I love Maine, but in this video, we're gonna give you a pro and then we're gonna give a con. All right, let's do this. All right, guys. Hey, like I said, we're going to talk about some pros and cons here in Maine. I'm Doug Schauf with the Make Maine Your Home team over at Remax Oceanside. So first thing we're going to talk about is like natural beauty and like outdoor recreation. There's a ton of picturesque landscapes, stunning coastlines, lakes, mountains, anything that you want to, do outdoors. Hiking, skiing, fishing, ice skating, all sorts of stuff to do outdoors here in Maine. And as you know, I love that and it's a big pro. Some negatives around that though, the con are the pests. There are some pests that you got to be mindful of. Ticks, heck of a lot of mosquitoes, but there are some things that you got to watch out for here in Maine, and that's a con. Really strong sense of community. Residents are very friendly here. It's kind of like Maine is like a small town community, and if like that, it's really welcoming. Everybody's very, very nice. We get people that visit here. We hear that a lot. Oh, everybody's so nice. It's great, blah, blah, blah. But a negative around that, sometimes out-of-staters or what we call flatlanders can be unwanted, tourists, but if you're a Mainer, you're in. There's a negative around that. High quality education and healthcare. There's some great schools and universities here. There really is. There's some great healthcare facilities. Maine Med, Eastern Maine Medical, I believe it's called. So there's some really great facilities here and really great services here in Maine, some of which I believe are connected to Mass General. Really good as far as that goes. Now, the negative is it can be hard to find specialists, getting in to see doctors, getting appointments can be hard. There can be like long wait times, things like that. And also, something else I'll throw in there as far as a negative goes, Maine again is very, very rural. So depending on where you live or where you land in Maine, you could be pretty far from some of these facilities. So that's something to keep an eye out for. A unique culture and rich history. There's a great arts and cultural scene, especially here in Portland, but there's a lot of great museums sprinkled all throughout Maine, galleries, festivals, really great stuff. Historical sites, landmarks, and it really, really reflects Maine's, great heritage. But the negative on that is there is a lot of seasonal tourism. And it's also like Maine is dependent on the tourism. That's really our biggest industry is tourism. So, we kind of will fluctuate the economy because that's really what we're relying on. And that can be a negative sometimes if you're moving to Maine to try to find jobs in that industry or whatever industry that you're looking in, it'll fluctuate. So it's definitely something to pay attention to. There's some pros and cons about Maine. We'd love to hear from you. If you got a great pro that you want to talk about or a con that you want to talk about, if there's just something you don't like about Maine, honestly, we'd love to hear it. Comment below. We'd love to hear from it. And remember, if you make Maine your home, you don't have to do it alone. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel and one of these buttons over here. You get a lot of great information about real estate, the state of Maine, cool things to do, all that kind of stuff. And of course, if you have any questions at any time, comment below or hit us up on all social media platforms and we'd love to help you out. And we love talking about Maine and real estate in Maine.